In the shadow of great civilizations, beneath the weight of Roman conquest, behind the glory of Athens, and before the rise of empires, there was Thrace, a land not merely ancient but primal, a land of rugged mountains, sacred rivers, and forgotten kingdoms. Here, mystery is embedded in the earth, cryptic tombs sealed for millennia, treasures buried in silence, and myths that dance between truth and legend. Today, we journey into the heart of the Balkans, to rediscover a civilization obscured by time and dismissed by history. This is not just a tale of kings and wars. This is a story of spirit, of gold, of gods, and of a people who left their mark in mystery. This is the unlocking of ancient Thracian states. The ancient world knew them well and feared them more. The Thracians, called the most numerous people after the Indians by Herodotus, inhabited lands stretching from the Aegean to the Carpathians. Yet, unlike the Greeks or the Romans, the Thracians did not unify under one banner. Instead, they lived as tribes, fierce and free, each with its own chieftain, dialect and deity. Who were they? What made them unique? And why has so little survived to tell their story?
The Thracians were incredibly diverse. It's more accurate to think of them as a cultural family rather than a single nation. What united them were shared religious practices, oral traditions, and a warrior ethos. They had no interest in empire, they lived with the land.
They were artists, mystics, warriors, and musicians. Their music was said to have divine power. Even Orpheus, the mythical musician who charmed the underworld, was said to be Thracian. As Greek city-states grew and Persia expanded, Thrace began to consolidate. From the chaos of tribal rivalry emerged the first Thracian kingdom, the Odrysian state. Founded in the 5th century BCE by King Teres, it was a formidable power. Its rulers, like Sitalkes and Xuthus III, held sway over vast territory, conducted diplomacy with Athens, and stood defiant against foreign domination.
The Odrysian kings adapted quickly. They adopted Greek script for inscriptions, built stone cities, but remained uniquely Thracian in their spiritual beliefs and burial traditions.
They left behind tombs, more than 1,500 discovered to date, each like a locked book, waiting to reveal secrets. And in those tombs, wonders. To the Thracians, death was not an ending, but a sacred transformation. Their tombs were not mere graves, they were homes for the soul, passages to another realm, filled with paintings, objects, and messages to the gods. Some scholars believe Thracian spirituality gave birth to Orphism, a mystical belief system that emphasized the soul's immortality and the unity of life and death.
There's a profound serenity in these tombs. You see couples parting in sorrow and celebration. There's love, honor, and a belief that life continues in a different form.
In the tomb of Sveshtari, for example, we find 10 caryatids, female figures with raised arms, emerging from the wall like spirits mid-flight. Who were they? Priestesses, goddesses, guardians of the soul?
No discussion of Thrace is complete without its gold, not just ornaments. These were spiritual vessels, royal emblems, and political statements. From the Panegyristi treasure to the Rogozin hoard, Thracian gold rivals the best of ancient metallurgy. The techniques they used are mind-blowing. They mastered repousse, granulation, casting, and the iconography, griffins, sphinxes, Dionysian scenes, is unmistakably linked to ritual and kingship.
These treasures were not made to impress, they were made to endure, and even today they speak across the centuries. But no kingdom can escape the turning tide. As Rome marched eastward, Thrace stood its ground, sometimes allying, more often resisting. They were known for guerrilla tactics, light cavalry, ambushes, mountain warfare. Yet after centuries of defiance, Thrace was absorbed into the Roman Empire in the 1st century CE.
It was not a total collapse. Many Thracians became Roman citizens, soldiers, even emperors. Their culture went underground, but it didn't die.
Though their palaces crumbled and their names faded, Thrace never truly disappeared. Its spirit lives on, in the songs of Bulgarian folk traditions, in sacred mountain rituals, and even in the wine culture that traces back to Dionysian rites.
Some of our dances are rhythms, they echo something ancient. You feel it, you don't just hear the music, you remember it.
From warriors to mystics, from kings to rebels, the Thracians shaped the ancient world in ways we are only beginning to understand. Their language may be lost, but their stories live on, etched in tombs, cast in gold, and whispered by the wind in Balkan hills. We have only scratched the surface. Because the mysteries of the Thracian states are not just buried, they are waiting to be awakened.